Hello, I'm Lauren from American Duchess. As the only maker of ladies' reproduction Victorian high button boots, we are often asked, how do I make my boots fit better? The answer is to move the buttons, just like the Victorias did. But how do you do that? Your local shoe repair will look at you like you are crazy. But don't worry, moving the buttons on your boots and shoes is easy and you can do it yourself. In addition to your buttoning boots or shoes, you will need a pencil, a seam ripper, small scissors, strong thread. I recommend upholstery thread, strong embroidery floss, or elastic thread, which you double, beeswax, which is optional, and of course a needle. I'm going to demonstrate on a pair of Renoir Civil War button boots. You can see all those lovely buttons. This is one of many buttoning boots and shoes that we offer at AmericanDuchess.com. Now take a look at your buttons. Some buttons are attached all on one cord and some are attached individually. If they are individual, you can just cut one off and move it, but if they are all on one cord together, you'll have to cut them all off and stitch each of them back on. Mine are all on one cord, so I'm going to cut all of my buttons off. Now I'm going to put the boot on. Now I'm going to pull the flyover tight, as tight as I can, and I'm going to mark the new placement through the keyhole end of the buttonholes. Now take the boots off, and with the seam ripper, I'm going to poke two holes right next to each other so I can stitch through one and the other to make the thread loop. Then I just stitch the button on, going round and round a couple times and knotting the thread. Beeswax will help you with keeping the thread from tangling. Keep going until all the buttons are sewn on and you're done. I like to give them a little tug at the end just to make sure they're well and truly on and aren't going to pull out. Here are some considerations and historical tidbits. The front seam of your boots will no longer be centered on your leg once you move your buttons. Don't worry about it though, Victorian and Edwardian women dealt with this too. The original holes where the buttons were will not be seen when taking the boots in. You have it better than the Victorian and Edwardian women who had to live with the scarring being fully visible. There were many different ways to attach buttons in the past. Every cobbler did it differently. Many just stitched them on, but others used staples, brads, or looped pins. In the past, boots appeared with teeny tiny ankles and calves in the shop, with the expectation that the customer would move the buttons to fit her legs. Every pair of button boots in our archive has evidence of the buttons being moved. Don't be afraid to make your buttons very tight. The boot should fit like a corset for the ankle. If you struggle to get them fastened, that's about right. The leather will loosen up as you wear them, but continue to support the ankle and the calf and keep the boots from slouching. You can use this technique on any buttoning shoes as well, such as Astorias or Savoys, not just for boots. And there you have it. It's easy to move the buttons on your boots and create that elegant, tight-fitting look of the turn of the century. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. For more information on button boots and shoes, visit us at www.americanduchess.com.